I get a compliment. It's very heartwarming when it's from non-Pinoys, especially people who are trying it for the first time, never experienced the Philippines. And what I really like is it sparks interest from them. I feel like what we're doing is like educating them and then giving them a bit of a taste. I was born in Dumaguete, so in Negros Oriental, very small town. Oh yeah, may Swedish blood. I think came from after the First World War. My great grandfather, I guess, for some reason was assigned to the Philippines and then eventually stayed and married, and then the family kind of spread a little bit. When we were kids, like going to the beach always, that was fun, just playing in the sand with your friends, soccer, basketball, patintero.
Wow.
We would play touching. Obviously, food is a big part of it.
Yes.
Street food growing up after practice and everything. Isaw, things like this. I miss mangga with bagoong. Scrabble, fishball. My Lola was always like the commander in the kitchen. She'd always cook for everyone. And then my mom picked up that trait. So I learned a lot from both of them, but just kind of developed as you get older. You get more professional training and it just becomes your passion. From my Lola, definitely yung lengua niya. Lengua in mushroom cream sauce, garlic mushroom cream sauce. That's number one favorite. Syempre the mangoes in Visayas, super sweet, sarap. From my mom, there's a lot, but I would say siguro my favorite would be like her sinigang. I'm really fond of sinigang. When I'm home, I can eat it 5 times a week and not get tired of it. That's definitely one dish that I always look forward to when I see her. I actually left in 2005 when I graduated in Benilde first. So I moved to San Francisco. I was working there, and then 2005 or 2006. And then from there, just kind of I ended up moving to France, and then I got sent to New York. Then ended up moving to Italy, then to Japan, and then back here. I want to see America. I want to see Europe. I want to experience. So like the eagerness to travel, experience new cultures, and then especially with the curiosity for food that I have also always wanted to learn and see new things. So that kind of was the driving factor towards it. And then it just it just never ended basically. So it's kind of a bit of a roller coaster ride. Yeah. It's not typical life of a chef. There's a lot of traveling involved when you're working. There are a lot of fears. Number one is like, are you gonna succeed? Are you even gonna survive? You weren't even thinking of succeeding then. It was mainly, are you even gonna survive? It's a new culture. You don't have friends. You don't have people. The language is different. At that point, when it's fairly new, you miss your family, you miss your friends, you miss home, and then you're also trying to kind of like figure things out. So it was a struggle. At some points, you would get very lonely and depressed. But experiencing it firsthand is a completely different ball game in itself. So it definitely took some time to adjust. We wanted to promote Philippine food and culture here in New York City to highlight dishes that we enjoyed growing up. So it's kind of like a culmination of the dishes that we wanted to showcase. Kailangan talaga pag sa Filipino restaurant, marami talagang chismis. It's part of it. I think it's what makes dining fun, Di ba pag kunyari dyan sa Manila after Friday, get off at 5 o'clock, may sisig, tapos kwentuhan na yan before you guys go and watch the bands. And it's really what makes the center of the table is the conversation between you, your friends, your family, and loved ones, di ba? It's kind of what makes life interesting. It gives context to life. Well, the aligeo was really our top seller. The laing, these two, but the kare-kare was also very good, barbecue, sisig. But the most important thing is like after the pandemic, people are kind of like, excited to go out, and then the Pinoys are like really rampant in supporting. They try to go as much. So it's kind of, it's fun now.
You were featured also in the New York Times.
I know. I could not believe it, to be honest, when it came out in 2019. I was shocked. I have it framed back home, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely a very proud moment, a very humbling experience. But what's really nice about it, it gave the restaurant a lot of attention, and then people became more curious about trying Philippine food. So that's, overall, it really brought a lot of new customers in, and then, they were wanting to try that again. Syempre, obviously, sometimes it's hard to get customers, especially being a Filipino restaurant, Philippine cuisine. Ano naman, it's like, it's viewed as exotic. It's kind of, we're not on the mainstream level yet compared to like Thai cuisine or Vietnamese, sadly, with our Southeast Asian counterparts. But I strongly believe that within the past decade or so, we've really pushed forward tremendously, and we're slowly getting the recognition that we deserve. We have now our locals and from the neighborhood, and then some of them non-Pinoys. They eat the sisig na, they have their set dishes that they like. So it's always very fun and nice to see that. If you get a compliment, it's very heartwarming when it's from non-Pinoys, especially people who are trying it for the first time, never experienced the Philippines. And what I really like is it sparks interest from them. So they're like, oh, okay, I like this. What if I visit the Philippines? I always say, yeah, you should. You guys should come and see the country. There's plenty of beaches, and then there's a lot of things to do there. So they get excited. I feel like what we're doing is like educating them and then giving them a bit of a taste. I think, well, first of all, if it's your dream, you have to pursue it. You have to work hard for it, be passionate, and then just never give up. Be relentless. There's going to be a lot of difficulties, challenges. It's normal. You will overcome this through dedication. Just give it everything you have, and then I'm sure in the end, everything will be fine. Ako si Chef Jappy Afzelius, isang entrepreneur abroad sa New York.